So let's quickly get ready for my socials. So I can close unneeded pages because I think that's still bothering here. Unneeded sites gone. So first we're gonna do Xitter. And that's Xitter. Onwards to Mastodon. I wonder, does anyone actually use Mastodon, or am I one of the 3-4 people? Onwards to Instagram. That one is not needed at all. That one can go. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. And then we go to Blue Sky. And then we go to Kara. Wait, that's not needed. Post. Meanwhile, we can return to Facebook that finally switched accounts. Gone. Wait, that wasn't video. That's a game with no cookie. Okay. Think this is it. Just removing last week's post. Closing pages that are no longer needed. And I'm here. 3 people watching, 3 on Twitch, but nobody in chat. I'm so alone. I'm so alone. Day was fine. Dinner was fine. And then I wanted to make a couple of square magnets. And from the, I think, 8 I made, 6 pretty much failed. I have an idea how to fix it. So that will be tried later on. But yeah, it kind of ruined the entire motivation I had for the day. And I don't really have much idea for the pen yet. I have one for next week. And I don't recall that this article should be posted in English. Just keep it Dutch. Okay, yeah, that's a complete article. Let's start with at least putting the number in. If anyone is talking, I'm not getting any messages. Testing. Please enable channels here. So, yeah, they are active. Currently streaming. I have to enable the channels, but they're already channels active, enabled. Well, I think I'm not going to restart. Please enable channels here, but they are enabled. Well, let's try it this way. Oh, it's being so mean to me. I have an authenticator app for this. Apparently I have. And now it's not recognizing my code. Okie dokie. Login. Right. It would actually help if I used the right code, but that's my mistake. Told you today is not a great day. There we go. At least we're logged in Twitch. Okay. You guys are here, and now I'm here. And I'm reading the comments through Twitch because for some odd reason on Livestream it won't show. Now let's see YouTube. Also mute the tab. And live. Well, there are people watching, but not chatting. Okay, at least that's okay. Didn't ask you to be here. I just asked to be a different one. There we go. There we go. Old-fashioned. Just reading the chat from the page. There we go. I just don't want to be defeated by some. Alrighty, so I'm not going to do VTuber because that's going to be way too annoying with the screen, but yeah. I have things here that need to be protected. You can go in here. So yeah, in case you didn't hear it, made magnets from the 8 about 6 failed. I don't know why, and I have a feeling it's because the art was a fraction too big, and that way the maler, the plastic film around it, can't really bite things that well. Luckily, the magnets I created were for personal use, so I can fix it with a little bit of glue. But yeah, that needs to be done. Cat news. They're growing, they're eating, they're running, they're being twice a handful. And I also got a busload of spam I had to dig through. So, hydrate. And I have a barely ID for the penny, so I'm not going to record it just yet because I seriously have little idea. Why are you being so annoying? Can we use alcohol markers in your coloring book? As far as I know, you can. I have not tried it myself, but I know that the one who organized it was very adamant to make a medium paper. But I still recommend put a sheet of paper between the pages and first test it out on one of the extra papers. But it should be. I haven't tested it myself. I don't know how to end. This is very annoying. Let's see if I can find a proverb with hockey. There are little interesting hockey quotes that's just about hockey. There's some about ice hockey and a lot of them in English. Yeah, so that's not helping either. probably the worst pun in all punception history. But this is seriously all I can come up with. I have a much better idea, but that's suitable for next week, not this week. Well, start recording. So yeah, by the looks of this, I'm just going to do the penny and then call it a day. It's not audio recording anyway this week. Let's see. It's going to be this one, by the way. Hopefully next week it auto-resolved itself, or maybe I need to turn them off and turn them on again. And then chat will work. But at least this works as well. Sigh, sigh, sigh. I'm being very melodramatic, I'm well aware. needs some fixing, of course, but more needs fixing anyway. Art is not going. I'm not in the mood. Got a buttload of spam. I like just. Well, work was okay. It was just work. Had a bit of a dramatic ending, but you know. I'm also noticing I have a little patience. And I actually noticed that I'm thinking mean, so I'm being a bit more silent than usual. So feel free to ask me anything. Maybe that will pull my mind out of the frustration. And I've noticed that when I'm in one of those frustration moods, if people ask me questions that I can answer, then I can kind of get out of that mood. And I know that actually put a lot of pressure on the audience. But there are certain things I can do on my own. Well, how was my weekend? Oh, at least that mouth worked out. It was very calm. I'll be honest, it was one of the least profitable events in, well, quite a while, couple of years. I wasn't the only one with low sales, so that's making me feel a little bit better. Like sorrow shared is sorrow halved, or something like that. Burden shared. It was better on the Sunday. Made a couple more sales. Apparently, I offended someone. They showed me a book of paper art examples they could cut out and use, and I was like, "Oh, and is this handmade art or is this AI art?" And I think I offended that person. Like, you care about that? Oh yeah, if I want to compliment someone's work, I want to make sure it's made by a human. So I think I managed to offend someone. Luckily, I offended them after the sale. And by the way, I did not mean to offend them. It was just an honest, genuine question. Did a human make this art or is it AI art? There was an issue at the parking lot. There was a lot of traffic that wanted to go home at the same time. And the external parking guys were not prepared for that. So pretty much everyone who had a stand had to wait for about an hour before they could leave the parking lot. This was picked up by the organization very well. We even got an apology email the same evening. But yeah, we were home an hour later, and pretty much everyone was. Oh, we spent quite a bit more than budgeted, and it was probably AI slop. Yes, it was. A lot of those sheets you can cut images of are usually AI art nowadays. And remember, as long as a big company makes money, it's okay. In case that wasn't clear, that was sarcasm. You were wise to leave a bit early. You were super wise leaving a bit early. It was a lot better on the Sunday, so they did learn from it. Again, it was not the organization of Fantasy Expo. It was the obligated, hired parking lot attendants from the venue. We were asked for about an evaluation, which we probably will write, but taking our time. It was a hectic weekend, and today work again. Wow, there's quite a bit of delay in the YouTube variant. Wow, that's really a lot of delay. But I'm still very tired, and I'm noticing that by me not being able to regulate the temperature that well. But yeah, there were probably too many stands, too many sellers to make it profitable for everyone. And I don't know who was profitable or who wasn't. Did have another idea I can 3D print, but not today, not next week. Also managed to finish all my exchange and gift art. There's a couple of people I have annual exchanges with. So I pretty much managed to finish that, which means that all the art for the rest of the year can be art of subjects I want to draw. And the gift art is actually done until, January next year. This week, no cross stream because of a student. I have another application for a workshop. So that will be another stream Sunday. Unless he comes on a Saturday. That's also a possibility. But I have streams planned until either June or July this year. So I'm still, if I'm going to cross stream, I'm going to stream multiple times. Because there are going to be days that's going to be missed, and I might want to have a quiet stream day one day again. I forgot to turn the sound off. And we all know how much I hate sound. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to turn it off and on again for chat. That's something later on. Already any news about cosplay in the Beep this year? No. Hopefully I can send an email later this week. I need to send the library a mail anyway. Because I want to offer my services for galaxy painting. Because that's a 2-hour workshop. Low budget. I need to make clear it's number 1. I already have a couple of people who want to be there with their wares, so it's not only me selling stuff, and Ambaran, of course, because Ambaran is probably going to be there as well. Assumption, haven't officially asked, but we don't even know when the event's going to be. Because the tea ceremony was very well received. Also, the workshop Manga for Beginners was also very well received. But yeah, there are like 2, maybe 3 people who are interested selling their wares. But I have to make very clear, we don't know how many people are going to come. if they bring money. So be prepared. There might actually be no sales at all. And maybe I can get a couple more professional cosplayers. And with professional, I mean the semi-professional, the ones who still do it for a hobby. Because the ones who do it for a job are kind of not very affordable. Unless they want to come for free, which I won't stop them, of course. But I would not blame them if they prefer a source of income. We might be able to arrange a little mini concert again. The one where we have the music available now. But yeah, it's an afternoon, and what can you do in an afternoon? You usually have to do a Saturday because Sunday library is probably closed, or skeleton crew. So you have to do it, well, about afternoon, because on Saturday kids go to sporting clubs and you kind of need the kids. So you only have about an event of 4 hours, more or less. And I'm still forever grateful for whoever helped last time, even if that helping meant just coming in costume. This makes no sense. Where are the eyes supposed to be? Okay, and this is bothering me with the other art, so the worst part is probably not the first time you heard that pun. Yep, that's why I'm making it like this. Removing the text. Lock it just in case, so I can't color on the wrong layer. So I'm going to time it more or less. Well, soon anyway, because now I'm clicking. And I'm going to do the purple part, and I'm starting now on stream. And it's starting now on Twitch. YouTube is still not synced. It's okay, I mean, more time, but now it's starting on YouTube. So if I want to, I can record, look back on the recording. I think there's about 30 seconds delay on YouTube. They pretty much, if they had, it was just a white sweatband. Not very creative. Making it slightly off-white, just to prevent it from being eye-piercing white. Well aware I missed a blue spot here, so don't worry. Mr. Blue Sky will follow soon enough. I am feeling the stereotype of the blonde ponytail. I'm keeping it gray in here. It's not the first time I did a comic about this hockey club. Not sure if I mentioned, but I have already been asked again to give workshops in the museum Leiden. 6 workshops on one day. It's going to be heavy, but luckily I have my ever faithful partner in crime for this to assist me. And while technically I'm the only one speaking, it does help he being there. If someone, his pencil broke, then he can give them a new one if they need an extra sheet, but also keep the kids in check. There was one school where the teachers were like, the kids are having a field day, so are we, goodbye. So they left keeping the children in check all to the museum guides, to me. And yeah, that's, if you have like 10, then maybe that can work, but yeah, this was a bit much. And then it helps if you have someone, they don't even have to do something. They just stand next to the troublemaker. And then usually the troublemaker already calms down. And it also helps because they sometimes keep track of me. So yeah, very, very pleased and very thankful for the one who always joins me. Missed a spot over here. And I will be honest that one day of teaching in the museum is about how much I have to pay for attending Fantasy Fest. So if I have 4 or 5 of these days in the year, I can afford about half of my convention tables. So it's very important for me to do this as well. Okay, so we have all the art done. Now we're first going to start with the multiply. Missed a spot over here. That's okay, can fix that easily because it's a different layer. Who's still with me? Please don't let me do this all alone. I am sort of. Yep, pretty much same here. Well, like I often say to the kids I teach, we all have our off days. And sometimes we just have to plow through no matter what. Today is one of those days. Now make it a bit more cheerful. You guys are probably gonna call me crazy for picking these colors. Color. Because I need just so I can work with this. I'm going to do it a bit yellow. Then, oh wait, we're gonna take orange. And then we're going to take white again. Not sure how this is going to turn out. We're going to find out soon enough. This needs to be brighter. And then we have because these are pretty much the colors of the team. Would this help? Nah, this wouldn't work. So yeah, this is a bit of creative. Was checking the cut of the arms of Just Fast and Vreeswijk to construct one for Jonkvrouw Penelope. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing that. So yeah, I'm well aware that this might be a very weird background, but like I said, these are the colors of the team that won. So we're learning a lot about coats of arms. Okay, I think this is the penny for today. Everyone can do a text check. Meanwhile, stop the recording. Okay, that's the second text chat check. Meanwhile, let me open up the text file. Okay, but basic text, but you know, it actually works. And thank you for the text okays. Right. So, like said, today is not a great day. I'm just gonna call it a day. I'm going to see what happens if I enable channels and close them. So, I might drop for a moment. So